I'm your host, most welcome to today. Joining me for Frisk chapter 15. Ava, baby, where the hell have you been? You sigh around the straw of your iced coffee. You've been oddly lucky these past few weeks. Your time at the studio conveniently out of sync with Prince. But now your luck has run out. He's already situated himself in his usual position in your desk, completely with chunky thighs and a leering grin. I've been here working. You know, just researching, writing up some prompts for the special. Really? I haven't seen you at your desk. Fortunately for me, guess our studio times haven't been overlapped. Great. So tell me about your progress. It's going well. I have all the footage for the first and second hour. Lots of interviews with the NYPD, more than enough for my day in the life section following around Luke and Sawyer. Brent's bushy eyebrows creep up at your last statement. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Mihail's head pop up above the cubicle walls. He blatantly eavesdrops. Luke and Sawyer. Sorry, Officers Moretti and Lopez? They're on a first-name basis, huh? Part of the job. I think it's important to breed familiarity with the people I work with. Is that so? I meant with the interview subjects, Brent. Mihail wiggles his eyebrows at you, but you ignore him. The Monday after you and Luke's physical encounter had taken Mihail all of 2 minutes to figure out what happened. He said you and Luke steamed up his camera lens every time the two of you made eye contact. It only took Sawyer a little longer, making it all the way to lunch before he was asking about it on his own, all Sawyer-like. My friends finding out Luke and I is one thing, but my boss, that's another story, and I need to tread carefully. So, what are you thinking for the last hour? The denouement. It's gonna be great if you want to convince everyone you're the ankle ready. We need the housewives swooning, the kids dashing off to become cops, and men pounding the chest at the spectacle. Don't worry. That's exactly the response we'll be getting. Despite the confidence in your words, you don't exactly feel within yourself. I'm not sure I can tell the full story of Luke Moretti without talking about Mike Jensen and Shayna Johnson. His partner who died, and the girl who was killed on a case he was assigned to. But that's not even the full picture. What's really strange is that neither of their deaths made up so much as a blip in the news circuit. No big stories overshadowed them, nothing else was going on. It was like their deaths hadn't even happened. Ava, the last hour, what do you have in mind? I'm thinking it would be a good time to interview Luke. You know, a really in-depth look at America's hero. Not bad, it'll work if he's got the charisma. I'll say he does, I promise. He couldn't be more perfect if we hired an actor to play the picture-perfect cop. Answer a little more emphatically than you intend, but fortunately Davis doesn't seem to notice. It's because he's too focused on you. Doesn't he have a girlfriend we can play up? What? Your voice is all but a squeak. You can hear Mihail snicker from the other side of the cubicle. I will come over there, Mihail. You know, a girlfriend, or even a boyfriend. I guess we could work with that. Think about it, an engagement caught on screen would send our ratings through the roof. What is this, a tabloid talk show? You want me to bring his illegitimate children out of the audience too? Brent's eyes light up. Does he have any? No, Jesus, Brent, he's a good guy. So, good guys have nice girlfriends they propose to on TV. Tell him we'll buy the ring. And if he doesn't have a girlfriend, we could even set him up with someone. Do you have any idea how many supermodels I have waiting to get in front of a camera? I could have him speed dating through the entire Victoria's Secret's roster by the end of the day. Ew. No offense, there's hardly any of those I find appealing. Your blood boils as you watch Brent scroll through his lengthy list of suitors. I know this girl Jasmine who'd be great for him. Oh, maybe even Bianca. What do you think? It could be perfect for him. I'll say that's a great idea. I mean, I've only put this whole thing together. Of course, I don't mind you railroading it in the last second. Perfect. I've got a list of girls lined up. Take a look. Is he doing this on purpose? Scroll through the photo gallery of models on Brian's phone, each one more beautiful and voluptuous than the last. I have this one girl in mind, Volga. She can tie her legs behind her head without even breaking a sweat. The thought of Luke being set up with someone young, runaway model makes you slightly more nauseous than you care to admit. But all you can do is smile as your pa sends the list of photos to Luke's phone. Good thing I've got his contact info from Captain Breaker. Let me know what he says about the lineup. Yep, I'll get right on that. I'm sure Luke will love this surprise as much as he's loved all the others. Well, whatever. I trust your judgment. Make sure you get all the happy feels. That kind as housewife sending letters of adoration. You nod, feeling increasingly ambivalent from the plastic posed story you're set to present. And besides, you'll need this piece to be a slam dunk if you want to beat out Holly Granger. Holly Granger? What are you talking about? Why would I need to beat her out for anything? She's over at BNC. Well, I don't know if I should be telling you this. It's pretty hush-hush, but definitely concerning. If my job here is at stake, I need to know. I'll let it go. Look, all I'm saying is that it sounds like Holly might be gunning for the anchor woman position as well. What? If Holly Granger is aiming to get the anchor woman spot, I don't have a chance. Unless... maybe I've just been going about this all wrong. Maybe I do want to make a name for myself. I can't measure up to Holly's expertise and polish, but I can deliver a kick-ass story that'll get me noticed by all the other networks. Maybe a story involving a hero cop, his murder partner, and a little girl slain on the job. Hey, Davis? Call after your bosses, who's sorry turning away. Do you think I could schedule another interview for today? Someone who might make the story a little more interesting? Sure, if it's for the story. Just do what you've got to do. With that, he walks off, leaving only Mihail's judgmental glares waiting for you on the other side of the cubicle. And it snickers. What are you doing? What? It almost sounds like you're trying to dig deeper into this thing than you should. Didn't you tell me that this was the exact kind of thing Luke asked you not to look into? I just want to look into it. Getting the truth to the public is more important. This is my only chance for the anchor woman's position. I just want to look into it. We don't have to act on it in any way, shape, or form. But before we can decide to act on the information, we have to know what it is. I hate when you start making sense. It happens more often than you give me credit for. And with that, you turn to your computer, typing a few simple words in the search engine. Mike Jensen, NYPD widow. It doesn't take long to track down Mike's wife or get her to agree to the interview. You make it clear it's only interested in her side of the story and that you won't release anything without her consent. And within a few days, you find yourself alongside Mihail standing outside the widow's family home. Sure you want to do this? You're just gonna talk to her. We can decide what we want to do after we have all the information. Despite your fervor, your hand still hesitates for a moment before you force yourself to knock. The door opens almost immediately, a kind-hearted woman there to greet you. Mike's widow, Beverly. You must be Ava. Thank you for meeting with me. Of course, I'm happy to help. Even after all these years, it still helps to talk about what happened. Something tells me this will be good for both of us. Please, come in. Two of you follow her lead into the kitchen, almost tripping over a young boy as you do. Is this the reporter, Mom? That's right, Joey. They're here to talk about Dad. Dad. My research told me Mike had left behind a son. But being here face-to-face with this young kid growing up without a dad, this is entirely a different feeling entirely. You two have such a beautiful home. Can't help but notice the framed photos of Mike on the mantle. Beverly is quick to follow your gaze. After we lost Mike, this place only seemed to feel like a house, not a home. It's taken me a long time to get Joey and I back to what we have now. and we're still growing together. Mom, can I go play Mario Kart? Ooh, can I play with you, kid? Sure, honey. Go have fun. The grown-ups need some time to talk anyways. Joey runs down the hall, clearly itching to get back to his red and green turtle shells. They grow strong, losing someone who means the world to them, still finding ways to survive. We can start whenever you're ready. Right, of course. You'll have to excuse me, I've never been asked to give a statement about this before. I just hope I can do right by my husband, so here it goes. Luke and Mike were working this case together. The kidnapping. Shayna Johnson. Exactly. This was about 2 years ago. They got a call from someone nearby saying they heard a girl calling for help from a second-story window, the same area their perp was located. Luke and Mike were the first on the scene, I'm guessing. They were. The next part I heard firsthand from Luke himself. You're still in contact with Luke? Of course. He comes over to help me watch Joey from time to time. We haven't seen him in a few months, but I assumed as much. We're coming up on the anniversary of the whole ordeal. Anyway, Luke told me he and Mike wanted to park up the street and sneak in through the back, but orders were to stay put. The woman that called in the tip was well known at the precinct, lots of false reports and things like that. They were supposed to sit and wait for a search warrant, wait for the green light to go in. Luke went against those orders? No, he didn't. He went against his instincts. While they were waiting, the suspect saw the parked car outside, panicked, and strangled the little girl. Oh, my God. He opened the door just as Mike and Luke decided to move in. He fired 3 shots, point blank. One went wild. 2 hit Mike. Luke tackled him to the floor before he could fire a 4th, but unfortunately, Mike didn't make it. He died instantly, and of course Luke blames himself. But he was just following orders. It wasn't his fault. Trust me, I know. I've tried to tell him so many times. It could have just easily been as Luke on the other end of that gun barrel instead of Mike. I don't blame him for feeling guilty. I know in my heart Mike would feel the same way if he had survived and Luke didn't. But I just wish he could forgive himself. Especially since, well, maybe I shouldn't. She wants to continue, but doesn't, something in her eyes catching her attention. She's leaving something out, some part of the story, something important. If this is the real story behind Luke, everything that turned him into the man he is today, I have to find out what it is. I should... I cover the whole truth about Luke. There's only one thing I don't understand. What's that? A dead cop. A murdered girl. This should have been a major news story. What happened? Why wasn't the public told the truth? She hesitates for a moment. She chooses her next words wisely before she continues. At first, I didn't know the answer to that question, and neither did Luke. We had our suspicions, figured that the police didn't want to make a big fuss over their mistakes. Turns out there was more to the story. What happened? Luke called the house and told me. He figured it out for himself just a week ago. That would have been around the time Luke texted me to come over and comfort him. This must have been what upset him so much. His father was responsible. What? He pulled a few strings, pulled in some favors he'd gained as chief of police, and his connections did the rest. They got the story taken out of circulation, saved a potential scandal from ruining his son's career. Frankly, it never bothered me. I didn't need the media glorifying Mike's death, but that little girl, she deserves to have her story told. What about now? Would you allow the story to finally be told? For Mike, for Shayna? I don't know. It's been so hard, but I also don't think I can sit on this information any longer. I just need to be able to put this behind me, and if telling their story will help, then you have my blessing. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you so much for your time, and even more for letting us record this. Of course, Luke told me you were doing a special on him. Is this going to be a part of it? I'm not sure. Maybe. Despite your inner turmoil you're feeling, Beverly only offers you a heartwarming smile. I'm sure you'll make the right decision. But what is the right decision? I think that's something only you'll know when the time comes, but whatever it is, I'm sure you'll make it. As you make your way outside, your head is still reeling from the onslaught of new information. You almost forget that Mihail's been by your side the entire time. Though Luke blames himself for his partner's death, thinks his choice not to act got both Mike and Shayna killed. Yeah, it looks like it. So what now? I mean, this changes everything. What do you plan to do with all this? I don't know, maybe... Your answer is cut short by the buzzing sound of your phone. With Luke. You do your best to brace yourself as you answer the phone. Hey, Ava, are you free to meet up this weekend? It'd be really nice to see you. I've missed you. You almost tell him where you are right now, meeting Mike's widow and son, getting the full story, the words die in your throat. We'll say, I missed you too. Thanks. Glad to hear I'm not the only one going all soft. I was hoping we could head downtown and I'll show you this new... Luke continues to talk, but it's hard for you to focus, his voice fading into the recess of your mind. I'm in too deep to back out now. I know everything. What happened to Luke, his partner, Shayna Johnson. I have all the information. The only thing left to do is to decide what to do with it. Do I use it for the special, or do I keep it to myself? And most of all, what will Luke say when he learns how far I've dug? It's a very tough decision. I mean, Luke did his job, right? I don't know what to say. There's only a couple chapters left, so we have to figure this out before the big moment, you know? I guess I'm gonna have to think about this. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Links to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that down below, and links to our Discord as well, and a few links to support me and my content. Catch you all in the next video. Peace.